Okay, let's get into it. So Jira is still not over the fact that um Peem's friend, which he didn't know is Peem's friend, threw piss at him. And at this point in his head it's still smelling all over even though he's bathed a lot. So I'm assuming he went to the burnout bar to relieve stress and Peem is there. Now my question was not really a question. It's just like my theory of Jira is that now a lot of people go to the burnout bar for many reasons, and in Jira's case, I feel like Jira only goes to the burnout bar not because when he's burnt out. At first it was, but now it's just that when he's stressed and the fact that Peem always getting him because it's always about Peem. I mean, Cole. It's always about Cole, and he's just letting his stress out there. I love that even though with all the problems, Jira still meets up with Cole. I mean, Cole is paying. That's a lot of money in his bank account. But anyways, Cole still feels guilty for what happened to Jira at the award because let's be honest, the person that threw that piss definitely wanted to aim it at Cole but thought Jira was Cole. And Cole knows that people hates his ass. So Cole is telling Jira that if he's upset with him or whatever he feels, he can let it all out on him because he knows Jira went through all this because of himself. So Jira poured out, well, he splashed the wine on him. It's not piss, but it's wine all over Cole. Cole just sit there and took it. He was sexy with it, but he took that. Okay, back at the apartment, Peen found out what his friend did. Okay, I need to stop calling friend. His name is Mawin. So Peen found out what Mawin did to Jira because I'm assuming Ko is the one that told Peen or Jira was the one that told Peen about the situation. Anyways, Peen confronted Mawin and told Mawin that the person that he threw piss at wasn't Ko, but is the person that he likes, which is Jira. Now Mawin is super shocked, super apologetic. Well, he was never expecting that because remember, no one knows how Cole looks like except for two people, Peem and Jira, and maybe some other person that works with Cole. Other from that, the company that Cole owns, they don't know how he looks like. So I don't blame Mawin, but at the same time what Mawin did wasn't right because he wasn't supposed to go at the award because he said he wasn't going, but he went there and caused problems. I love how Jira is slowly changing Peem, even though Peem was a playboy, but I'm loving how Jira is slowly changing Cole, even though Jira doesn't know that he's doing this. Also, Jira has two men liking this boy. Two. And homeboy wasn't even trying to do those things. Damn, problem hits. Now, I just don't know how this one ended up the way it ended up. So, Cole is literally at Jira's place, sleeping. I'm assuming Cole was the one that called Jira and said he can't sleep. He didn't sleep last night because he was worried about Jira because he dropped Jira off, and all this time he's keep worrying about him. So he went to his place, and Jira had no option but to bring him up in his place so he can draw. Because remember, homeboy needs inspiration. Homeboy wants to draw and maybe sell his drawing. But then Cole fell asleep. I'm not sure if Jira left his house door open or apartment door open. And because remember, Peem knows the apartment number for Jira. So he went up and saw that Jira is not alone. Cole is there too. Luckily, Cole is asleep because Cole doesn't know that Jira knows Peem. Anyways, that's a sticky situation that I want to see happening because, okay. Now, if you look at it, would you say Cole was the one that went into Jira's apartment first, or is it Peem? I feel it for Peem because I feel Peem is going to be jealous. But at the same time, Peem, you're going to be up against your boss and best friend to compete with to win the boy. Like, I'm sorry to say it, but it sounds like that. You two like this boy. And you, ooh, child. You know, I'm shocked that Cole out here sleeping just dead, like dead sleep in the sun. With the amount of time that he got sleep with his insomnia for years, you think that, he wouldn't sleep that dead so quick. I would assume that he was pretending, and he saw that Cole saw that Jira knows his friend. But I guess I'm just reading into it too much. But if this is where Jira confess his like or love to Cole, I know Cole will actually be happy because at this point Cole is being picked over someone else, over Cole. If you get what I mean, because in the episode 4, I believe we're talking about episode 5, right? In episode 4, when Pim was talking to Jira. Jira says that he's getting a call from Cole, and it shocked him to find out that Jira hangs up on Cole. And the face that Pim showed was very happy because at least someone chose him over Cole, if that makes sense. Also, I remember Jira tells his friend that he doesn't have feelings for Cole. He has feelings for Pim. But if I remember clearly, Jira's body has feelings for Cole. So while his mind is saying he likes Pim, his body says differently, right? Well, at least we know one thing. Jira will find out that Pim likes Jira because there's no way in hell you're going to show jealousy over someone you don't like, right? Also, if I were Cole, I would just pretend that I'm sleeping and just sneak right at the door and hear everything and see everything that's going on. But that's just me. Oh my God, child. Oh my God. Let me ask you something. Am I the only one that thinks that Dew outshined off in this drama? Let's talk. Let's sit and really discuss this. Because how can one man outshine an actual main character? Like, at this point, I ain't lying to you. You did your thing. I love that. He's sexy. I ain't gonna lie. The glasses, it was the glasses, the facial expression, the body language. He outshined off. And he's not even the main character.